Hey, it's Zed. It's Friday. I'm excited. I don't know if it's Friday where you are, but it's Friday here, so that's definitely a good thing. My last video I was talking about how I've got fairly good defense for my level and the fact that I don't have any ice. I'm a max 65. I have 911 BP, so most of the people that attack me are fairly skilled. We're obviously not at the 1100s level where people are very skilled, but I figured I'd show off the last couple defends that I had. My base just eats warriors, like I mentioned. So most of them have expired, but I figured I'd show the few that haven't expired. This guy comes in. He tries to go up the middle, which, when you're using warriors, going up the middle is typically a terrible idea. I mean, sure you save one smoke maybe, but that's the most likely place for mines to be. So he tries to go up the middle. He does a bit of scouting, obviously not enough. Gets to core and has almost no warriors left, and so he makes the cowardly choice and just runs away. I think he saves 11 of his warriors here. Probably saved himself about a minute of training time, maybe 2, but gives me some free diamonds and some intel, so thank you very much, sir. Then he decides to come back and has learned a bit of a lesson, and so instead of going up the middle, he decides he's going to go up the right side. Tries a one smoke drop, realizes that's not a terribly great idea, drops a second. He's cruising up the right side, clearly hasn't scouted all that terribly well, hits the shock mine. Things start to unravel here, so now he's catching up, running out of time on his smoke. I think he hits 6, I think I have 7 mines around my core that are hidden by the boom cannons and the core itself. The basic goal of my mine is to make people make mistakes. The shock mine and the mines made him have to do things quickly, and he failed. There's, what's that, 13 diamonds from him alone. And then he comes back, does some scouting, I assume, helps add to my defend total. I'm going to guess that one of these 2 attacks are him. Then someone comes in with Zukas, which is very unusual. Most of the guys in my task force can beat my base with 2 boats of Zukas unboosted just by going wide right around to the back. This guy's going to try and go up the middle, which isn't terribly bright, especially considering the fact that he's seen 0 of my mines, cleared 0 of my mines. He hit a shock mine. Now the fact that his next smoke's already been dropped when he hit a shock mine just means his attack's going to be going down the toilet quickly here. He loses basically all of his troops, gets up to his final flare with I think like 2 or 3 Zukas, and then does more damage with barrage than anything else. I think that's pretty darn good for a base with no ice, and it just goes to show that you can defend if you spend some time and hide some mines and set up your defenses. I've got 628 out of 800 defends. This is an achievement that most offensive players don't get. I'm inching my way up. Hopefully I'll get it soon. But in the last, 2 days, I've gotten, let's see here, 6, 12, 19, 26, 32, 38, 45, 50, 52 diamonds just on defense. Obviously, I get wiped out by T-Med. I mean, Tank Medic or Skanks just come through my base and just wipe it out. If you can, spend some time, hide some mines. I'm trying to save the rainforest. I've got tons of trees. I don't know that they necessarily help, but I've got more tips on trees that I'd like to give later. If anyone's interested, I've done a fair bit of research. Hit me up in the comments. It sounds ridiculous, but it does work. I like to hide a doom cannon in the back here. Players tend to look at something like this and they end up not seeing it. You'd be amazed by how many players miss a doom cannon hidden in the trees and just out to the edges. I think that a hidden doom cannon gets more intel than any other prototype defense. But what was I at? 52? So I'll show you how Tank Medic just wipes me out here. I never even thought of those diamonds. Let's go back through those. So there's, was that 56, 60, 63, 64, 68, 73, 76. So 76 diamonds in the last 2 days just by defense, and that's with no ice. So spend some time, put some thought into your map. It can help. It you will get diamonds, you will get intel. And I'm out. Have a good weekend.